Today, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get all 5 Prodigy gems literally as fast as possible. With the tips and tricks I'm going to give throughout this video, I have no doubt someone watching can get all of the Prodigy gems in literally only one day. Now, really quickly, before we head straight into the video, go down below and subscribe to my main channel, Camden Bell. I'm really trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But anyways, guys, let's get started. Now, before I give you guys some tips and tricks, we gotta learn what are the Prodigy gems. Well, the Prodigy gem is basically the ultimate prize you get for completing one of the 5 Prodigy areas. Now, the first is Firefly Force, the second is Skywatch Mountains, the third is Skywatch, the fourth is Bonfire Spire, and the 5th is Shipwreck Shore. And as you guys can see, when I hover over each of them, it says gem found because, of course, well, I have gotten all 5 gems in Prodigy, and that's why I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips on how you can actually collect these gems really fast. Now, what is the actual process of getting a gem? Well, for example, I'm going into Firefly Forest. You're going to click on Floor right here. She is going to give you tasks, and you got to travel around all the way through Firefly Forest until you beat the boss, and when you do that, you will be rewarded with the gem. So what are some tips and tricks? Well, first off, let's say for example, I want to go ahead and get, let's say, you know what, I want to go ahead and get the Skywatch Mountains gem. Well, as you guys can tell, when I go ahead on the map and hover over Skywatch Mountains, you can clearly see that it is ice. So what is the tip? I need to make sure anytime I am going for the Skywatch Mountains gem, the pets that I put in are fire pets. For example, if I go to my pets right now, I have a hot pot in and a magma shift. Now, as you can see, both of these pets are fire, which means they are going to have fire spells. And if we are in Skywatch Mountains, using the fire spells are going to be extremely powerful, meaning you can get through the battles extremely fast. And of course, the faster you get through the battles in each area, the faster you are going to go ahead and get the gem. Now, along those same lines, if I were, for example, to go to Skywatch, as many of you guys know, well, Skywatch is Storm, I would actually have to switch up my pets because fire won't be as powerful when I'm going to a storm area. So what would I do? Well, I would go ahead and actually put in my ice pets. For example, I would go in and add in maybe an Ice Sneak. What's another good ice pet I have? Maybe I'd go ahead and add in a Frost Fang. So now we are completely ready to go ahead and battle in Skywatch. So those are 2 examples of elements that are super powerful. Fire is powerful against ice and leaf. So, for example, on the map, that would go ahead and be Skywatch Mountains and Firefly Forest. Ice is powerful against storm, water is powerful against fire, and storm is powerful against water. So, using that knowledge, you are going to be able to traverse through each of the areas super duper fast. Now, along those same lines, what is important? Well, you are going to need to make sure that you have some very good gear. If you want to get these gems super fast, you are going to need to ensure that you have in some very good gear. So for example, let me just show you guys an example. I have actually beaten the Dark Tower, which is why I have the full mirrors robes, but you are going to want to choose an outfit that gives you a lot of health, and more importantly, you are going to want to choose a wand that gives you a lot of bonus. So for example, let me put on a very good hat. This would be a perfect outfit if I was trying to get gems very fast. Now, I know that some of you guys aren't members, so maybe you don't have them, but you need to look around and find some of the best outfits you can, because those are going to be super important for getting the gems super fast. Now, before we go on to super important tips in the areas itself on how to avoid certain battles so you can do it faster, I just want to give you guys a reminder to go down below and hit that subscribe button on this channel and my main channel, Camden Plays. Again, we're so close to 100,000 subscribers. I really want to hit it, but anyway, let's just go. So when you are in one of these areas, we're going to take Firefly Force, for example. You are going to need to battle a lot of monsters, and to get to your tasks that the main person's gonna give you, you are gonna need to learn how to avoid battles and be smart when you are traversing through areas. So this right here is a perfect example. Some people, when they come here, they would say, okay, I'm gonna battle this first pet here, then I'm gonna battle this pet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and battle the third pet. And what does that do? That takes forever. You are not going to be able to get gems fast if you do that. So what would I recommend instead? Well, you can actually just battle this pet right here and then this next one. So you battle the Palm Prickle and then this one up here. That means you only do 2 battles instead of 3, which will make you go much faster. Now there are a few more examples on places where you can actually completely just avoid pets. What am I talking about? You can completely bypass pets. For example, if I want to go into this house right here, but there is a monster, if I go very, very close, I can completely avoid that monster. And what does that do? That means if I skip a battle, I'm going to be doing battles much faster. As you can see, I just completely skipped that monster. Now, for example, one of my favorite examples is if you go over here into Shipwreck Shore. It might be a little while for me to show you guys because, of course, I do have to battle this monster, but you just gotta find ways and search throughout areas where you can skip battles. Remember, skipping battles is absolutely key if you want to get gems fast. So we've gone over a few tips, guys. You know, we've gone over how to get the 5 gems. Of course, these are the 5 gems locations, as I have said, in order of probably the easiest to hardest gems. I'm pretty sure you're going to want to start off with Firefly Force. That's probably the easiest gem, and I'm not actually sure if Prodigy forces you to go in a specific order, but if you can battle Firefly Forest, you are going to go ahead and get a lot of leaf pets, because, you know, if I go to Firefly Forest over here and I show you a pet, you are going to get a lot of leaf pets. Firefly Forest is, of course, in a forest, so all of the pets you get are going to be leaf. Now, using that knowledge, when you have a lot of leaf pets, well, what is leaf powerful against? It's actually powerful against water. So my recommendation would be, if possible, if you have the whole map unlocked, you're going to want to go to Firefly Forest, then go to Shipwreck Shore. Now, once you go to Shipwreck Shore, you're going to have a lot of water pets. What is water powerful against? That's powerful against Bonfire Spire. Once you have a lot of fire pets, you can move on to Spiritual Mountains, and then once you have ice, you can move on to Skywatch. So that's a little life hack there. If you are smart about the order that you go and get your gems in, it will make it much faster. So in total, what is my advice? Can you get all gems in a day? I honestly think you can. If you use my advice to, number 1, put on the best armor, number 2, make sure when you're battling in an area, you use pets that are very, very strong against that element's area. Number 3, you want to skip every single monster you can and take the shortest route possible. I have no doubt that literally every single person watching this video could get all 5 gems by the end of today. So those are my tips. Comment down below, do you guys have more tips? Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my main channel, Camden Bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.